You may be working on it and not moving anything but your eyebrows. Who in the world would think that we're not working on it? I work on it. It pops open at 2 in the morning sometimes. What your actually question is why don't you have something done and negotiated and put in the drawer? Well, we'd like to see some more leaves fall. We'd like to see some more action. It's called option. A lot of guys need to hand it off. First guy through the line. Another one will keep it another step, decide whether to pitch it or not. He'll decide whether to turn up field with it, and then he's still got a pitch left. So it's called option quarterback. That's working the problem. That's working the problem. I've spent my life being an option quarterback, and I can go right out to the damn sideline and still leave a pitch in me. So I can do that, and that's just a style that you have. And so you never know. You might give money to somebody that you shouldn't have given it to. You got 2 or 3 of those names around here for me? I've been reading about them all week. So I know they're out there. I shouldn't have handed it off as quick. Should have gone on out and seen a few more. See some more defense before I either pitched it or kept it. So to say that you're not working on it and going is not the right answer. What they differ with you is your style. Because it's on your mind. It'd be madness not to know that the contracts are ahead. I want to see a few more cards played.
Playoff success. And we could win an off season like we did last year and get an A. Boy, you went and got Cooks, you went and got Gilmore, you signed some veteran players, and boy, you won the off season. But guess what? We didn't get it done in the playoffs. So until we do that, you could say, well, you signed 2 or 3 or made 2 or 3 trades or 2 or 3 free agents. Until we have the success in the playoffs, that's the biggest question that everybody, is going to ask is, how are you going to get over that hurdle? And we feel like we can do it with this roster. I know Mike feels strongly about our team and what we can get done with it. I don't want to speak for Mike, but, that's the elephant in the room. And, we just feel strongly that because we have had success in the drafts, I think it's pretty well documented. If you have success in the drafts, then you want to keep those players. And so our priorities have been historically, because we've had success in the draft, is to then pay your own. And I know during free agency, because, boy, free agency, that's the focus, then everybody wants to see activity during free agency. Now, when you're talking about big contracts like a Dak, like a CD, like a Micah, those things don't happen overnight. I mean, those things take time. Obviously, there's timing based on what other teams are doing.
But still, it's good feeling. He's got a great feel for what we need to be doing in the offensive line. Thank you.
Well, I love the way this press conference is going. So don't feel obligated to have me talk. But no, we have an excellent process, really. I mean, just the involvement of a coaching staff in the draft process is, and I've spoken on this before, it's the most I've ever been around. So, and I just think, the history of how the Cowboys, through Jerry, Steven, and Will assess value to a player, and everybody has input. It serves us very well.
Mike, how important is the interior protection for a quarterback compared to the tackles in your mind? Is that?
I think it's very important, but I think if you just don't go too far, and I'm talking about our division games. I think the defensive tackle play in our division is as strong as I've ever seen, and in my history in the league, if you don't have 4 or 5 number 1 picks on your defensive line, you're behind the times. So I think pass rush is at a premium. So it's definitely something that we put a premium on, not only who we have protecting in there, but how we do it.
John.
What's going on, fam? It's your boy DMV back with another one out here in Tampa, Florida. I was on a plane pretty much all day, so I didn't get an opportunity to talk about the press conference yesterday. But, man, Jerry got cooked in there, right? Jerry, Steven, all of them got cooked in there. And for the most part, I liked what I heard from the press conference, only from the standpoint that they let us know everything that us fans were talking about. These guys have a plan, but the plan Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? Switching keys. The plan really is to build through the draft, and they pretty much let us know that. You know what I'm saying? So they let us know that running back is a position that is of value. They let us know that by trying to dog Zeke out for his contract situation. And they let us know that the line is a situation that they are trying to build. So we knew that from them dogging Zeke's contract for not being able to sign Tyron. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I really heard out of that is them still not taking accountability for the things that have gone wrong. They blamed it on the players. You know what I'm saying? The issue is you guys didn't build the 2023 draft to make an impact. You use that draft for depth. And I feel like you should always use the draft as a way to build your roster for impact. And it's weird because they've always made the same mistake over and over. When they feel like they have a deep roster, they kind of dial back on the draft because they feel like they got the guys in place. And really what I heard from those guys is because we have these guys, they should step up. That is not the case. You're always trying to you're always trying to find the best players, in my opinion. You should always be trying to draft BPA no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Even at the quarterback position, and I'll say that right now, even at the quarterback position, sometimes if the best player available, especially in the first round, is a quarterback, you take that guy because that is real estate. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that business guys that understand business and income statements and you know what I'm saying, all of these type of things. They tried to sell you on something to let you know that it wasn't their fault. It was definitely their fault last year, in my opinion. Or some of it was their fault. I only say some of it because the 2023 draft did not help at all last year. It didn't help. The 2023 draft was non-existent to the roster last year. And so now they're like, well, because these guys are here, they have to step up. No, the hell they don't. They don't have to step up. You know what I'm saying? There's always the chance that just because you're building through the draft that the guys that you drafted aren't good enough. That's why you always try and keep talent, you know what I'm saying, churning. You don't, you know, like they talked about not hurting feelings, and they talked about not really, you know, signing the wrong people and stuff like that. Well, the only way that you don't sign the wrong people is if you keep talent churning. You keep talent coming in. You know what I'm saying? They talked about, you know what I'm saying? Well, most of you guys wanted to keep Zeke here, and that money is why Tyron isn't here. No, that has nothing to do with why Tyron isn't here. That dead money hit last year. You get what I'm saying? That same dead money ain't hitting this year. That's not why Tyron ain't here. Come on, bro. Cut the crap. See, the thing is, they tried to make it seem like this is what they tried to do. They tried to make people understand their situation. You know what I'm saying? So they tried to come down to broke people's level, and they tried to use it as a credit card and a budget. And it really was patronizing, if anything. You know what I'm saying? It was really patronizing. But we ain't falling for it. We ain't falling for it. Y'all better hit in this draft. That's all we asking for. You better hit in this draft. So my player for the day, because I didn't do one yesterday. Sorry, guys. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle of traveling. I'm at my daughter's cheer event and all this type of stuff. So the player for the day, since they talked line, guys, I already said Graham Barton. So I think Graham Barton is high on their board. But I really, really think they talked running back and they talked running back and they talked line for a reason. I really think you guys should watch out for receiver. I don't know. I'm going to say Brian Thomas Jr. Watch out for Brian Thomas Jr., guys. Please watch out for Brian Thomas Jr. That's my guy specifically. But remember last year they told James Slater, tight end, and they did want tight end, but they weren't gung-ho on the tight end that everybody else was. So watch out for receiver, guys. And that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate y'all, man. And throughout the draft, whenever we make picks, I'm going to do videos. I'm going to react to it, maybe add a little bit of film to it. So you guys tune in, and maybe I'll do a couple live streams. I got my laptop out here, so I'm ready to go. I'm all gung-ho. Beautiful out here, man. Y'all see them palm trees, man? Let's get it. Peace.